As usual, I'm trying to do too many things at once, but I didn't want you to miss anything, so I've brought the laptop out and it's sitting on my spare chair, which my old mate Jimmy used to sit on, so I'm missing him a bit. We spent a lot of time sitting outside talking to the bikes and sometimes making progress, but Jimmy was a great one for watching, and he wouldn't even sort of think to pass a spanner when it when it was needed. But we spent many a happy hour sitting outside talking about bikes. Anyway, here we are, back to the Kawasaki, and it's running now pretty reliably, but I'm having problems with the clutch, and I'm sure it's only to do with the sorry I can't give eye contact, but it's a beautiful day out here again today. I've taken the shades off. I mean, it's a far too nice day to be inside really, but I should be inside watching the British Grand Prix because Scott Redding's already won the Moto2, and I'm hoping that maybe Cal Crutchlow can win the MotoGP at Silverstone. But I can't see it. I tried to register to buy a TV licence, and I haven't got a telly, but they want a TV licence even if you want to watch stuff on the computer. But my card was declined, so I've had to come out and concentrate on my own life, and here we are. So anyway, basically the clutch isn't working. It's not disengaging the thing properly, and I've lost one of the, well, I haven't lost it, it's snapped off just inside the flush almost with the end of the cases. And I did have a bit of a result, because the other day I was undoing this bolt down the bottom here, and that snapped as well. I could not believe my luck, but I took it off, and fortunately there was a little tiny bit poking out of the cases, and get this, I was able to unscrew it with my fingers and take the remaining lot out of the stud hole, so all that needs is a replacement bolt. So I will take one of the remaining bolts down to my friends at Rosford Machinery and see if he can replace it with a stainless steel Allen bolt. Also, while I was looking for the problem with the bike not running, I thought I would take this cover off here that covers up the flywheel and the pickups, what have you, because I thought that was what the problem was. That's why the spark, well, I wasn't getting the spark. I thought there was a problem with the pickups. I checked the coils, and I knew I had new spark plugs, and I knew it was running fine before it stopped running. So that was my next plan, was to take off that cover and check that the pickups are in good condition. But that was a hell of a job, because it's held on by 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3 and 4 underneath, and they're all obviously never been undone since it was manufactured, and all obviously been severely coated in Loctite, and I didn't have a blowtorch to heat them up with, so I struggled basically, and there was the hammer and screwdriver did come into play to get the bolts loosened, so they are now, the ones that have come out, they are still terminally knackered, and I'm determined not to put them back in. But today I'm going to try and take the clutch casing off, and I've got a ball bearing in my little box of bits, which I'm hoping will be big enough to make it just right. There's one on this end of the clutch push rod and one on the other end, but I've got a funny feeling that I lost one of them, and the one on the other end on its own is too small. So I've found another ball bearing, and luckily it is about twice as big as it should be. So I've taken the ball bearing out the other end of the push rod, because that's constantly covered in oil, so it's not exactly going to wear out, and I've just got this one ball bearing left. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take that off, and I'll record another bit in a minute. As you can see, it's a beautiful day again. There we are, a bit of eye contact.